Hey y'all, I'm Ashley. Welcome to lower body, upper body, and finally core. We're gonna break this workout up in 3 different sections today. Okay, you're gonna have 8 exercises per body area. So you're gonna be working through 8 different 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off exercises. Lower body first, moving our way upwards, upper body, and then finally we'll finish on the mat doing some core work. So for the workout today, you're going to need a mat and grab a couple of different weights, because for lower body, I want you to go a little bit heavier, and then for upper body, if you want to challenge yourself with the same weights, go for it. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be dropping it back to something that's a little bit lighter. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. We have about a 2-minute warm up, and then we'll go ahead and get into lower body. So with that in mind, let's warm up the lower body first. So take those feet shoulder width apart, no weight needed right now. I'm going to have you sit it back to a squat. We're not going to lunge this yet. So in your squat, I want you to think about perfecting your form here. So your knees, I want you to look down. Are your knees coming across your toes? No. Make sure that they are in line or farther back from your toes. So make sure you're peeling your legs outwards. You're using your hips. Those knees are caving in, okay? They're pressing out. You're using your glutes. You're using your quads and your hips to make that perfect squat form. Good, a few more. We're not all about reps today. I want you to really focus on quality, building strength. Okay, so all of these exercises today, they're gonna be 45 seconds, but I want you to really try to get good reps in. I don't care if it's 8 reps, 15, 5 reps, whatever, okay? Just strength gains today is the bottom line. Okay, a few more here. And we're gonna add a little upper body into our squat. All right, now I'm gonna have you squat and reach diagonally away over from your body. Don't neglect the squat. Make sure you dip down in there. So now we're incorporating some shoulders, upper body, a little bit of torso rotation. Now we're gonna step it back into a lunge. All right, reverse lunge. Leg comes straight back, knee comes straight down to the floor. Same concept here. We're gonna add in a little upper body now. Torso rotation over the knee. Good. Awesome job. I'm gonna go ahead and have you grab the heavier weights. Okay, we're about to get into lower body in 15 seconds. All right, so the first thing we're gonna get into, we are going to have an alternating reverse lunge. We're gonna keep it simple to get those legs working today. All right, in 3 seconds, we're gonna hit that up. 2 and 1. All right, reverse lunge. So I have shifted myself sideways so you can see how low and slow I'm moving per rep, okay? Weight is in my front heel. Inch by inch, I'm moving down to the floor, and then I'm powering it up to activate the glutes. Also, my shoulders, my upper body, nice and straight. I'm not hunched over. Good, 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right, next exercise. You're gonna put your weights in the middle. You're going to have a squat, plie squat on one side only. You can either put your weights here or stack them, whatever feels more comfortable. Let's go. So here, and then out. So once you're stepping, probably about 6 inches to a foot, shifting your weight to the middle, to the outside. And you can play around with your weights to see where they feel most comfortable. Kind of like it stacked personally, so I'm gonna keep them up here. Both squats, the weights in my heels. 10 seconds. You should already start to feel your lower body burning at this point. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right, you know we're gonna even it up now. So the next move, either weights are gonna come here, stack them up top. Now, other side. Even it out. And let's rock it. So squat, step it out. We don't have any crazy combos today, like usual. We're back to the basics, but the basics can be absolutely challenging if your weight load is heavy enough, okay? Good. Squat, squat. Try to make the smooth transition between one to the next. You've got 10 seconds of work. One side of your glutes is more active at this point. Shake it out, great job. All right, next up, we're gonna even it out. Again, this is a rotating exercise. You're gonna go alternating curtsy lunge. Okay, so you're gonna rotate, you're gonna switch between legs. Let's go. This exercise, I absolutely think that leaving the hands by your sides makes this easier on the upper body. So in a curtsy, you're spinning your leg out to the side. Regular reverse lunge, you take it straight back. The benefit of a curtsy, we're working the inner and outer thigh. Good, step it. Lower body exercises also have the benefit of taking your heart rate up. You can't tell. Mine's already getting up there. Yours should be 2. Good, a few more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now, traditional deadlift right here. So, weights are gonna come in front. Slight give in the knees. Come down, up and thrust. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. Slide the weights down and thrust. So I want you to think about your weights almost skimming your shins. You're keeping them nice and close to the body, all while not locking your knees out, locking your legs out. Deadlift should almost feel like a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings. You're not gonna feel like this is like super hard unless you've got a ton of weight, then yes. But this is one that you feel more tomorrow than right now. So keep it up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next up, we're gonna break it up a little bit. You're going to have a one-sided RDL with a staggered squat, flipping between the two exercises. All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. So pick a leg. So it's kind of like a deadlift cut in half, and then a staggered squat. You step it back about 6-12 inches, not into a lunge, and squat it down. The double whammy for the glutes. One side being crushed at a time. All the way down. Core is staying engaged. Slide the weights down. Correct your upper body form if you feel your shoulders start to cave in. Good, 10 seconds. Almost there. 5, 3, and 1. Woo! Absolutely started to feel that one a little bit in those glutes. Okay, other side. Switch it up. RDL, staggered squats. Even it up. In 3, 2, and let's get after it. Slide down and squat. One bonus thing about RDLs is that they will challenge our balance. One leg, so you'll feel your ankles being challenged, a little ankle mobility. Good. As low as you can get. You kind of work into the front, and then you're sitting back into the stagger. Down. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna take it to the floor. Probably my favorite floor movement. We're gonna have a donkey kick fire hydrant. Feel free to load the legs up for a little extra weight. You're gonna come here and out to the sides for a 2 count, then switch. Let's go ahead and get started. So here and out to the side. Kick and out. So 2, and then you switch sides. Kick and out. Good. Kick and out. So 4 count on each side, and then you switch. I think this is finishing us off for the lower body section. Good. Polishing off our glutes right here. And 1. All right, so if you want to keep your weights, feel free to do so. Otherwise, drop it down. We're going to switch to upper body now. We're going to keep it simple. We're on point, on theme. We're going to have a bent over row to start us off. Right here. So this is a back exercise. 2 exercises that you can increase your load on. Definitely a bent over row and a reverse fly. So the back can take more load. Elbows are coming back about hip level. You're not trying to hike them up towards your shoulders. In reality, I want you to really push your arms down lower than what they are. Everybody tends to hike those weights up top. It's a nice low pull. All right, good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, for this next exercise, you're gonna drop one of the weights. This is called a figure 8. You're gonna pull from underneath and out to the side. Don't worry about the squat, this is all about the upper body. It's just enough to grab it and draw an 8 right into it. This is working our shoulders. We're grabbing underneath and our biceps, so we're coming around with the weight. We're trying to go nice and slow through each circle. Drawing a big figure 8 through the air with our arm. Good, we're already halfway through. 15 seconds. Good. Slight bend in the arms. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next up, a curl. All right, so for a curl, you're gonna just come right here, right, curl it out for me. All right, 3, 2, and 1. To keep it interesting, I'm gonna switch it up every so often and show you some different ways to do curls, but you wanna keep it simple. Just keep right here. You wanna keep those elbows tucked in, stationary, close to your body. You're letting your biceps do the work, okay? Another option, you can do some isolated bicep curls one at a time, or you can bring them by your sides like this, and then tuck them into the chest and then slow on that release. Or you can keep them hammer style, right here. However you like it, feel free to switch it up. All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna work the back side of your arms. So we hit the biceps. What's opposite to the biceps? The triceps. So I'm gonna have you slightly hinge over. Weights are gonna come here. You're gonna peel it back into a V. Pinkies up to the sky. Let's go. Right here. So your neck is in neutral. You're looking down at the floor. The weights are coming back nice and slow, but even slower on the way back to start. Okay, so I want you to think of it as like a 1-2 count. Okay, so you press up for 1 count, and then you're gonna come back down for 2. Trust me, that'll get more action in your triceps. One little pointer here, make sure it's all in the triceps and not in the shoulders. Press them down if you feel the shoulders start to creep up. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right, now we're gonna take it up. We're gonna take it upstairs now. We have an overhead press. Weights are gonna come here. You're gonna press up and down. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Overhead press presents an easy way to learn. It's a good breathing exercise. So as you press the weights up, you want to exhale out of your mouth. Like that. I'm going to bring them all the way back down and up. You can also switch things up and do one at a time. I'm going to try to stick with doubles right here. Same concept here applied like we did for the triceps. So it's a 1 count up and 2 counts down. Should get some good shaking action on the weights as they come back down. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna return to the back now. So we had the bent over row. I mentioned the reverse fly. Now we're gonna hit that up. So you're gonna bend over, just like you're doing the bent over row. But now, arms are gonna stay bent. Arms are gonna fly out to the sides. And let's go. Bent over row, it's all about the back. Reverse fly, it's about the back and the lats and the delts. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of trio. 3 different muscle groups being activated right here. Just wanna make sure the neck stays in neutral. You're flying your arms up and away and slow back down. So count of 1 on the way up, count of 2, back down. Fight gravity. It's the easiest way to remember the 1-2 count. Whatever feels harder to fight gravity means you probably should be going a little bit slower on that part of the movement. All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take it to the floor for the last 2. You're gonna have a push-up with a row. Be careful if your weights are rounded like mine, but you're gonna come down, push up, row. Push up, and row. All right, let's go. So, nose to the floor. And all the way down. And row. You can also perform these from your knees. Same thing applied. Nose to the floor. Renegade row. If you are coming down to your knees, just make sure your weights are directly under you. They're not far out in front of you. That'll prevent the row from working correctly. They're too far out. All the way down. 10 seconds. Elbows are tucked back in your push-ups. Good push-up form here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's flip it over for our last upper body exercise. We're gonna do a chest fly. So we did a reverse fly. Now we're gonna flip it to the front. You're gonna bend your legs like this. You're gonna open and close the arms. And let's go. Open and close. This exercise presents an opportunity. If you have a bench, you can get a little bit deeper into your fly, but it works perfectly fine from the floor. You're using your chest muscles to open and close. You're gonna hold it out to the sides just for a split second, and then close it back in. We're almost there. Those weights should be at chest level. I don't want them over your head. So correct them. You feel them starting to sneak up. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's move to core. Block 2 is done. Block 3, let's go to core. Exercise 1, we're gonna kick it off in some bicycles. Elbow to knee, right here. 3, 2, and let's go. You're gonna twist through the core. You're gonna try to take your elbow to the opposite knee. We're not looking for speed here. We're looking for strength and straight legs. Up and extend. Torso rotation. I want you looking to your left and looking to your right. One modification on a bicycle that you can let Each leg drop for a split second. Still continue through the core. 5, 2, and 1. All right, next up, dead bugs. Where you at? All right, so what are these? You're gonna come here to start. Opposite arm, opposite leg's gonna come out straight. Switch up the side, so everything peels back and then together. All right, here we go. So all the way out and back in. Once again, the key ab exercises to slow down your pace. You're working literally like a turtle, like a snail. You're moving inch by inch with each movement of the arms and the legs. Get back in. How you make this exercise more challenging, you pull the legs farther away from the body and keep them there instead of bringing them up closer. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Butterfly crunches on deck. Regular crunch, we either bend our legs or keep them straight. We're gonna open it into butterfly position. Hands are gonna come behind the head, and you're gonna just crunch it up. And let's go. So I want you to push yourself up for 1 count, 2 counts, back down to the floor. So it's a continuous motion, but it's a 1 and a 2. 1 and 2. The abs are constantly contracting that way. This one feels so different, just like a regular crunch. I love to incorporate this one just by opening that legs in butterfly. The core is more of the focus, right in the center. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next up, we do have a little bit of a combo for this next one. We're gonna have a reverse crunch. We're gonna lift it up, and then we're gonna drop the legs. So lift the legs up and drop it down. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Launch your feet up, and then let them slowly come to the floor. So I want you, if you're inside like me, I want you to focus on the ceiling and think about propelling your body upwards and making a footprint on the ceiling with your shoes to make sure you're launching yourself up. That's the lower core at work. In a reverse crunch, you're having to use all those lower stomach muscles to pull yourself up, and then it's getting hit for a double time as we take our legs all the way down. Good, keep it going, nice and steady. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next up, we're gonna move into some scissors. We're still gonna be on our back. Hands are gonna come underneath. Scissors have the option to pull your head up or leave it down, but you're gonna come right here. And let's go. Technically, as the name implies, scissors, your legs should be straight, but a modification for the low back. So you can bend the legs a little bit to take some of that pressure off and continue them like this. Also, you'll see that I am tapping the foot, tapping the heel on the floor for just a split second. You don't have to do that. You can hang them right here. It's up to you. You are in charge of your workout. There's many ways to do all these exercises. I just want you to do them. We're gonna finish them one way or the other, right? All right, 5 seconds, good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, similar movement here that we did in the reverse crunch. Reverse crunch leg raise. We're gonna take our arms and legs together in a movement like this. All right, 3, 2, and 1. So we start out wide like that, then we're gonna come in and slowly fall down to the floor. You can make this more, you can level this up and not let your feet touch the floor. You can just come into this movement right here. You can modify it by bending the legs and having them touch down like so. You're gonna just keep them bent all the way, kind of like a crunch or sit-up position. and down like that. Like I said, we've got all the ways to do the abs. 2 and 1. All right, moving forward. We have starfish. Another favorite exercise of mine right here. It's gonna feel like a nice stretch after all that, but you're gonna start to starfish in X on the floor. You're gonna come up, opposite arm, opposite leg. You're gonna reach for the outside of your foot. You're gonna lift your upper body off the floor and slowly release it back down. So every time you press up, the foot does touch the floor, but you control the intensity on this by how much you lift that upper body off the floor. So you're crisscrossing the entire time. Starfish, these are also called X crunches. So everything's trying to stay straight. Arms are trying to stay straight, legs are trying to stay straight. It's like a karate chop. All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's finish this up now. We're gonna pull it over literally into a plank. All right, plank of your choice. Plank can be done on your elbows, on your hands, or a bear plank. All 3 are fair game. 45 seconds, take it up. Finish our core section. Nothing fancy with our plank here. Just want good form. You're feeling nice and strong in your stomach right now. You've got those hands aligned under your elbows, under your shoulders. Your neck is in neutral. You're not poking it up, watching it clap. You're also not letting it hang. You are in a nice straight line. Everything is rock solid. You should not feel any pressure in your low back. If you do, I want you to pull it up just a tad. Good, almost there. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's stretch it out. First things first, we're gonna start stretching our core. We're gonna stretch everything in reverse since the core is fresh in mind. So come down, lay straight down. I'm gonna have you pull up right here. Release the core. You can take the hands up a little bit higher if you feel, as long as you don't feel too much pressure in your low back. So that'll determine how high you want to take your hands up close to your body right here. All right, and now sit it back. And that's gonna release the low back. And pull it forward. And pull it back. Feels nice on that low back, doesn't it? Let's get the upper body now. So you can either stand it up, you can stay seated. Doesn't matter. This is going to be a bunch of upper body stretches. So this is going to take care of our biceps and shoulders right here. So across the chest. All right, now we're going to take it up, get into those triceps, tricep extensions. Did a bunch of those. Shake it out. Side. So you want to be pressing, the elbow's going to be tucked in close to the head. You're going to be pressing it down. Get your tricep to release. All right, let's get the chest and back. So arms come out front. You're going to push, push, push. And then you're going to flip it to the opposite direction and kind of pull up your arms. So you want to grasp them together and then pull up on them. As many as you want. Also, feel free to pause this video and continue stretching. And any of these, if you feel any kind of tightness, you can always stretch longer. This is a nice, short, and sweet stretch. Okay, let's take it up. Hamstrings, lower back, right here. Toes gonna be pointed up, also calves. So you're gonna feel wherever is tightest, whatever is tightest, okay? It could be your calves, it could be your hamstrings, it could be your hips or glutes, even in this low back. You're probably gonna feel it the most. So I can feel it in my hamstrings right here. That's where I'm tight, okay? You might feel it in your calves, you might feel it in your low back. It's a good stretch for all three of those areas. All right, now let's flip it to the front. Quads, one leg at a time. Remember, on the quad stretch, you want to keep the leg legs close together. You wanna try to line them up and let it go. All right, we're gonna finish with a big full body stretch. I'm gonna have you walk it down to the floor, walk it to one side of your foot, walk it to the other side of your other foot, back to center, come back up to standing position. Take those arms, roll them back, big circle to the back, one to the front. Take your shoulders, reset them back and down. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.